I have been every voice.
You are the chosen one! Anakin! Anakin!
This is where the fun begins.
Inside your head.
Hello my dear friends and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video we're going to be talking about The Bad Batch episode 3 and we're also going to be discussing the Lando series. As always my dear friends, before we dive into the news, please be sure to hit that big red subscribe button if you've not done so, and also be sure to give that bell a good old tickle to be alerted each and every time that I post new videos. So without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's dive straight into it. So tomorrow guys, we finally get episode 3 of The Bad Batch season 1 and we do have the title, plot description and runtime, all of which have been leaked. The episode is titled Replacements and it's going to be 28 minutes long, and that makes it the shortest running episode of The Bad Batch that we've received so far, although there's only been 3 episodes. The plot description is as follows. The Bad Batch find themselves in a tough situation when they get stuck on a desolate moon. Follow Clone Force 99 and their new recruit Omega as they continue to find their way in a rapidly changing galaxy in the immediate wake of the Empire's rise. Now while this description doesn't really say too much, it does tell us that we are going to be taken to a desolate moon. On the official Star Wars page they posted about a week ago a new trailer which is called Mercenaries, and basically it shows us what we can expect for the upcoming 2 episodes, which are episodes 3 and 4, and in that trailer we see an upcoming mission which involves the Bad Batch helping an elderly female Trandoshan leader. We also see Fennec shunned, but I don't know if it's going to be in this upcoming episode that we are going to see her. But in 24 hours we'll know soon enough, and I will be doing a full episode breakdown. So now my dear Mandalorians, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Lando Calrissian series, which is a show that I don't really speak about because we don't know anything about it. But we do have an update. It's been reported that the show is being pushed back probably to late 2023, and that's because of scheduling issues with Donald Glover. A big question on the lips of Star Wars fans ever since it was announced is who is going to play Lando in the series. Some people state it has to be Donald Glover because he played him in Solo, while others think it would be much better to see Dee Williams return for his iconic role in the original trilogy and also in episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Now I'm just going to put this out there, I don't think there's any chance they won't include Dee Williams. He has to show up in some capacity. The show is literally titled Lando and to not have him would be criminal. My theory is that the series is going to be a flashback-oriented show where an older Lando in the form of Billy Dee speaks of his past, which is where Donald Glover features. Others have stated that the show is going to continue on from episode 9 and be completely oriented around Dee Williams as Lando. And the reason this is such a popular theory is because of the story arc that was potentially teased between Jannah and Lando. Now I will say, while Lando is still in the early stages of development, there's already a big debate about who is going to portray the character. Dee Williams has always been linked to the Star Wars figure, having been linked to the role for nearly 4 decades now. He's also in the minds of fans after reprising his role in episode 9, but that said, Glover's portrayal of Lando was one of the bright spots of Solo: A Star Wars Story, which as we know received mixed reactions from viewers. Now I've spoken to a lot of people who do like Solo: A Star Wars Story, and something which seems to be a recurring theme when speaking about Donald Glover as Lando is that he never got the opportunity to fully shine in the role, but of course if he does come back that can easily be fixed. He was after all one of the best parts of that movie. Based on Disney Plus's model when it comes to Star Wars series, Lando will most likely be set in a time period that the trilogies did not cover. In this case we would presume that it would take place following Solo, but before the character's introduction in The Empire Strikes Back. Considering Lando's age, the best bet points at Glover reprising the role as a younger gambler still forming his rebellious mindset. The casting would definitely confirm the other rumours we've heard about Glover returning to Star Wars, but due to the very heavy schedule that Donald Glover has at the minute, it is going to be a little while till we do get the show. But as I said guys, even if Glover serves as the lead role in Lando, it doesn't necessarily mean that Williams is not going to be involved in some capacity. But what do you guys think of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Alright, so now guys, we're going to go back to the subject of the Bad Batch and talk about something which I've seen a lot of you guys mention in my videos, and this is Darth Vader. Is he going to appear? What's he up to at this point in the timeline following Revenge of the Sith? And if he is included, how is that going to come about? Well, this article puts it best, where Darth Vader is during Star Wars: The Bad Batch. The show has wasted no time so far in bringing canon characters into the storyline, starting with Tarkin in the inaugural episode, while also keeping a sharp focus on the timeline. This series begins with Order 66 and continues the story of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, shifting to the Bad Batch as protagonists in light of the Jedi's destruction. Given all of that, the question of Darth Vader's location during the Bad Batch becomes an important one. Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith provides very specific locations for Vader during and immediately after Order 66. His path from there vanishes from screen until Star Wars Rebels in the Siege of Lothal. Thankfully, Marvel's in-canon comic Darth Vader Dark Lord of the Sith provides further clarity on Vader's path after Episode 3. There's no official timeline yet for the Bad Batch, and this has been very controversial, but most of the details in parallel storylines stay deliberately vague about when they happen. The Great Jedi Purge takes place concurrently in multiple locations across the galaxy, which allows a common point of reference as far as the canon timeline goes. Besides Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, it appears most prominently in both the premiere of the Bad Batch and also the Clone Wars Season 7 Episode 11. Pablo Hidalgo recently revealed that 2 full days passed between Order 66 and the birth of Padme's twins, which is presumably enough time for the first 2 episodes of the Bad Batch to take place. After Episode 3, according to the comics, Vader spends the first days after the fall of the Republic in Coruscant witnessing the purging of the last remnants of the Jedi and taking instruction from Palpatine on Sith abilities. He subsequently becomes the Emperor's direct agent, bypassing the Imperial hierarchy entirely and focusing on missions of special importance. That includes, of course, training Force sensitives into the Imperial Inquisition, hunting down surviving Jedi and ferreting out signs of any kind of rebellion. In that way, the vagueness of the timeline allows the future of the Bad Batch episodes to place Vader potentially anywhere and still have him cross paths with Clone Force 99. And to be honest, this is especially true if Omega turns out to be a Force sensitive, precisely the thing to merit an investigation from Vader. The comic Darth Lord of the Sith's timeline also includes a pair of more specific incidents, which could easily involve the Bad Batch in several ways. The first is the occupation of Mon Cala, a major turning point in the evolution of the rebellion, and the second one is the investigation into Geonosis, which will lead Darth Vader to the knowledge of the Death Star. We'll just have to wait and see if we do see Darth Vader. It'd be a big missed opportunity if he doesn't show up, but I can also see why they may not want to include him. But what do you guys think? Do you think we'll see Vader in the Bad Batch, and do you want to see him in the first place? Let me know your thoughts of this and all of today's news update in the comments down below. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, to all of that good stuff down below. And just quickly guys, I want to point out that I do now have playlists where I group my videos by category so you can binge watch videos by topic. For example, all of the Mandalorian breakdowns are categorized, the Book of Boba Fett news updates, Bad Batch videos, and so on. I'm Star Wars Meg, wishing you all a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. Have a good one.